So today I am joined by my dear friend Aman Anand, and both of us are going to discuss an important part of the writing and filmmaking process, the table read. My name is Akshay, and this is. Let's first define what is a table read. A table read is a gathering of the cast, writer, and director where they read through the entire script of a film or TV episode. During the table read, one person is assigned to read the screen directions, while the actors are assigned their respective characters to read out the dialogues. This is usually done just before the project is shot, and this is a great opportunity for everyone to hear the story out loud. This is when the team can take notes and make necessary revisions. Aman and I will focus on a different kind of table read, and that happens when the screenplay is in its early stages of development. Aman is working on a short film, and recently we had a virtual table read of the second draft of the screenplay. During this table read, the aim was to receive feedback and constructive criticism from various people so that the screenplay can be further improved in later drafts. How do we define constructive criticism? I feel this is when someone is able to give practical, specific, and clear suggestions that the writers can use to make positive improvements to a script in later drafts. This kind of criticism should serve the story, characters, and dialogue well. Aman and I have learned 6 important lessons from the table read. Let's start with the first lesson. Over to you, Aman.
Having the right crowd. When you're doing a table read while still writing the screenplay, it's important to have people who will give you honest and constructive feedback. It's not necessary to strictly have actors for reading the line, but it's good to bring on board other writers, close friends, and people whose opinion you trust. Having people who are hesitant to criticize or give vague and impractical feedback will never help you improve your script. Back to you, Akshay.
Get fresh eyes on the script. It's good to have everyone read the script individually before the table read. However, it's also great to have a few people read the script for the first time during the table read. That way, you get a pure, instant reaction to the material because he or she has no preconceived notions of the screenplay. This can help determine how your audience will react to your script as they too are watching the content for the first time with no prior knowledge. Hearing how the dialogues sound. When you hear the characters speaking, you can sense whether the dialogue flows naturally, whether the dialogue feels authentic to that character. You can also figure if the intention and purpose of the dialogue lands well. While writing the script, you might hear the lines in your head a certain way, but only when you hear other people speaking them out, you get a better sense if the dialogues work or not.
Getting alternative perspectives. When writing the script, you are most likely wrapped completely in your own perspective and vision. Because of that, you could be ignoring the faults in the script or certain aspects of the story that need to be re examined. Having different people share their own perspective allows you to see the screenplay in a very holistic way. And that goes a long way in improving your script. It's not all about criticism. Of course, the table read is meant to help you find faults in the script and try to fix them. But everyone involved in the reading should also point out the strengths in your screenplay as well. If only criticism is shared, the writers will never know for sure what portions totally work in the script. Once the writer has an idea of what things work well, he or she can be able to better those strengths in future drafts.
One person's feedback can prompt further comments from others. After the table read, you already may have some feedback in mind to share with the writers. However, when you listen to other people's feedback, this could prompt you to think about certain aspects of the screenplay that you may have missed. Thus, you might have something to say about those aspects as well. When someone else makes a point of criticism or praise, you could also add more to that with your perspective on the same point. So those were the lessons we learned from doing a table read during the writing process. A great table read will definitely give you useful feedback for your script. However, you have to bear in mind that you don't have to agree with all the feedback or incorporate all the feedback. You have to use your own judgment to decide what feedback works and what doesn't work for the script. But at least the table read gives the writer different directions to take the writing forward. Thank you so much, Aman, for your great inputs and for being a part of this video.
I'd like to thank you, Akshay, for inviting me onto your channel, and I'd like to thank your viewers for elevating the conversation about Indian screenplays altogether.
Thank you, Aman. Thanks a lot. If there are any pointers that you want to add to the list that we shared, please let us know in the comments below. It would be great to know your thoughts on the process of doing a table read. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Script Insight is thankful to the Script Room for their assistance in the promotion of this video. If you love cinema, please subscribe to this channel for more content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.